Welcome back. Are New Jersey's railroad bridges safe? It's an important question. Environmental activists are especially worried about train cars carrying crude oil through residential communities that may not be prepared to deal with disasters. Sherry Karabin joined the Hackensack Riverkeepers for an unofficial inspection of a potentially dangerous bridge. Sherry.
Thank you, Larry. If you take a look at the bridge directly behind me, which doesn't appear to be in the best condition, you'll understand why so many people are concerned. On any given day, trains carrying oil and other hazardous materials cross over bridges just like this one. The fear is that if an accident were to occur, the potential contamination and loss of life would be devastating.
This is the draw of the Hack Bridge. This is the one that carries not just the oil trains, but a lot of other CSX traffic.
An up-close look at the underpinnings of a few of the state's aging railroad bridges, as Jersey Matters takes a tour with Hackensack Riverkeeper Program Director Hugh Carolla.
Loss of mortar in between here, lot of rubble.
Carolla admits he's not an engineer, but he and other environmental activists are nevertheless taking to the waters to assess the condition of the state's railroad bridges. They say there's a lot at stake, since the structures are used by trains transporting volatile Bakken crude oil, as well as hazardous chemicals.
So you have a dangerous cargo. It is extremely flammable, much more flammable than crude oil normally is found. It's crossing over old bridges in the neighborhood of 100 years old.
Carolla is also concerned about the train crossing over Overpeck Creek and the Point-No-Point Bridge on the Passaic River, which connects Kearney to Newark.
You see the cracks in there, a couple of nice, good cracks.
Back in July 2013, 47 people died in a small town in Quebec when an oil train carrying Bakken crude derailed, spilling and igniting crude oil. The previous year, a railroad bridge collapse over a creek in Paulsboro, New Jersey, led to a hazardous chemical spill that affected the air and water, forcing widespread evacuations. The Federal Railroad Administration requires railroads to establish bridge safety management programs and inspect their bridges annually. Spokespersons from both CSX Corporation and Conrail, which own and operate railroad bridges in the state, say they do thorough annual inspections and address any problems that are found. CSX, which is responsible for the east span of the bridges that cross Overpeck Creek and Ridgefield, says, quote, that span was last inspected in August 2016, and it was found to be safe and suitable for railroad use. Conrail, owner of the Point-No-Point and the draw of the Hack bridges, says its bridges, quote, have all been determined to meet or exceed the structural integrity specifications for the rail traffic loading that is imposed on them. It's not only the bridges that are of concern. Local officials are also worried about derailments, since many trains run through populated areas. In Bergenfield, the tracks are right next to the Department of Public Works.
Any kind of derailment, it's more of an evacuation drill than trying to put out a fire. Being at the levels that the oil would burn at, it would be stand back and watch it burn.
The mayor doesn't want to eliminate the trains, but he does want more oversight. New Jersey Senate Majority Leader Loretta Weinberg wants to shine a brighter light on railroad inspection reports.
The federal government did pass a bill not too long ago, which does require that railroads do make that information available to the public.
Prior to the federal changes, the state Senate had passed its own legislation to make railroad inspection reports public. Weinberg says the bill, which is now in the Assembly, will be revised to reflect the federal rules.
And now we want to make sure that the New Jersey Department of Transportation and the Transportation Commissioner are availing themselves of what should be public documents and are monitoring the efforts to keep our rail bridges safe.
The goal is to get the revised bill passed by the end of the year. This is Sherry Karabin reporting for Jersey Matters.